This is the worst way to lose a football game. Start by saying that. Worst way to lose it was the last kick of the game. And I have to be honest with you, I kind of saw it coming. I know it happened under controversial circumstances, but I kind of saw it coming. I actually will be honest as well. I went to the gym straight after the game, got really tired and fell asleep, and I didn't wake up until around 6 p.m. my local time. Shows how lazy I am in a way. I was going to record this earlier, but I didn't because I was so worn out from the gym. But, it is what it is. You know, finished. Manchester United 1, West Ham United 0 at Old Trafford, thanks to a last gasp goal from Marcus Rashford. Even though it was supposedly offside, I'm not going to get into all the VAR stuff, really. I'm not going to touch on it too much because that isn't the reason why West Ham lost. You have to look at the bigger picture. And you've got to see that there's a major difference between the two teams in terms of their, I'm going to say the word again, depth. Because Manchester United have players who can back up Ronaldo. They've got Martial, Sancho, Greenwood, Rashford. That's at least 4 I can think of the top of my head. We just have Bowen and Antonio. And Bowen's in good form, but Antonio's not. Antonio, again, non-existent in this game. There's a major difference between the two teams is the depth and who's on the bench. And we have nobody who can come off our bench to make a difference in a game. That's fact. We don't have any attacking players who can make a real difference to a game. We have mainly defensive players, and this is still a long-running trait of West Ham United, having no depth on the bench. And that's what cost us in the end, I think. And, what annoys me is David Moyes says, I'm trying to find the right striker. You've had 2 years to find the right striker, David. So why haven't you got it in yet? I'm not having the excuses. Just not having it from Moyes as well. I like him as a manager. I respect him, and I think he's doing great things for our club. But right now, he's annoying me. He's doing my head in. Big time with those comments like that. Let's just get right into the game, all right? So, changes were made for the West Ham team. Fabianski, unfortunately, he has COVID. I hope he gets well soon. Areola got his starting goal. And it was always going to be a case of Fabianski getting sick or being injured that Areola would start in the Premier League for West Ham. Diop and Vlasic were benched. Zuma was back in the 11, and that was a big thing. Noble was on the bench as well, which was a surprise in itself. Souček was back in the team. What I didn't get is why Vlasic was dropped. Because I don't think Vlasic has been bad over the last few games. I don't know why Vlasic was dropped. Or, at the very least, he should have come on in the game, in my opinion. He didn't. But it was what it was. Rice started the game very strongly. He won balls back. He intercepted again. I repeat myself week in, week out when I talk about Declan Rice. But he's head and shoulders above everybody else. He is the star boy in a team full of broken light bulbs, if we want to say it like that. He's the shining one. He won balls back, intercepted, broke up in the defensive area. Zuma blocked a shot from Greenwood, and that was almost a goal because of a defensive error from Craig Dawson. And while I mentioned Dawson's name, what I will tell you is that Craig Dawson looked better and more comfortable and confident when Zuma was right next to him. Craig Dawson was defensively sound all game. But he had this obsession, as did most of the defence in Areola, had this obsession with hoofing long balls down the field. Why? It didn't work. We just ended up turning it over by doing that. United came knocking as well, but it just couldn't connect. And, it was a drab game overall. Neither team actually played exciting football. I have to admit. United didn't. West Ham didn't. Our fullback struggled. Sofal was struggling to pass a ball or even cross it or anything. And he was in contention to be taken off. Cresswell was closed down. Bowen was contained on that wing. And the thing is that we don't have defensive fullbacks. We have attacking fullbacks, yes, you can say that. But we don't have defensive fullbacks. Fullbacks who can naturally defend the ball. They can't do that. Coufal can't do it. I actually don't remember the last time he even defended. Same with Cresswell. Because all I know those two for is for crossing assists into the box. But they don't do their defensive jobs. This was an example of this today. I got Leeds vibes from this game. We gave possession away to United a lot of times. Ronaldo dived. Literally just went down like this. When he was touched. Pathetic from him. Dawson kept on hoofing it. And still 0-0 at half time. So that was the only good thing. We were still in the game at half time. Wasn't the best of first halves, but at the same time, I wanted West Ham to improve. We need to show United less respect and just go for it. Just go for it. Take Coufal off and put on Ben Johnson, is what I was thinking. Ben Johnson seems to have been frozen out of the West Ham team, and I don't know why, because he was one of our better younger players. And he was doing decent in place of Cresswell. And Johnson's had a decent season. Why is Johnson getting frozen out? Coufal needed to come off at half time. He was not doing well at all. I would have probably taken out Fornals and put on Vlasic because Fornals and Lanzini were quiet. The only good players were Areola, Zuma, Souček, Rice, and a little bit of Bowen. That's it. And everybody else was lacklustre. Started second half, Areola denied Fred, and Fred's a player that's, I think, starting to come on a bit now for United. But the defending up to that was slow. West Ham forced Man United to track back a little bit. Bowen hit the side netting with his weaker foot, and that was a chance. Maguire fouled Bowen, and disgusting foul with studs up, and it was bad. So won a free kick for West Ham. Still, big theme in this was fullbacks getting exploited. Coufal exploited. Cresswell, I didn't really hear his name get mentioned in that second half, but he got exploited as well. Changes were made, and here's the difference in changes. Manchester United went more attacking. Rashford on for Elanga. Bowen was doing a solo run in the meantime, and this got broken up. Crossing was still bad from us in that second half. Our crossing was either going way out or just being broken up. Couldn't cross the ball to save our lives. West Ham made a change. Coufal did come off, which was a good decision, but Fredericks was the one who came on. No, don't bring on Fredericks. Because we've seen him again. He's not much better than Coufal because he's not defensively good. Fredericks is a good runner of the ball down the wing. Yes. He acts better as a wing-back or as even like a winger. Fredericks is not a right-back, even though many people would tell you that that is his preferred position. He's not a right-back. Don't know why Fredericks came on. And also, he'd be a bit rusty because he hasn't played that often. Don't know why I said that was a good choice on my notes, because it really wasn't in hindsight, was it? And I bloody jinxed it by writing that. Ronaldo got his boot on Dawson. John Moss, referee, Mike Dean, VAR. You know what's going to happen. It's going to be an absolute trash show. And it was. Ronaldo went unpunished for diving. Fernandes went unpunished for diving. Ronaldo kicked Dawson in the face and got a boot. He wasn't carded for it. But that's another topic. Diving galore. Fred came off. On came Edison Cavani. Martial came on for Mason Greenwood. United again, shooting off target. Fernandes actually couldn't shoot properly. Nor could Diego Dalot. Dalot was off target loads of times. I don't know why he's trying to strike from distance. I've never really seen him do it. I had no chance. Corner came in. This was West Ham's best chance in the last 10 minutes. Souček headed wide. He just needed someone to come in at the post, and this person was Zuma, come in at the post and put it in the net. I felt a goal coming. Fredericks, person who was supposed to come on to change the game and improve that right-back position, was the one that cost us. He headed the ball back to Man United, started a break. Cavani in the box, crosses it laterally. Rashford taps it in with next to no time left on the clock. United win it 1-0. Gutting, heartbreaking, you name it, dejecting, deflating, all those emotions. But was it offside? Here's the thing, was Cavani offside? There's a case to say yes, and loads of people are saying it. Apart from the biased ones like Gary Neville and Rio Ferdinand, who will obviously side with Manchester United, everyone else is saying it's offside. And it does look it, by a very thin margin. Cavani looks offside when the ball's coming in. Although, I said I wasn't going to touch on the VAR because, well, there's no need. There's no need, because that's not why West Ham lost the game. It comes back to the lack of depth on the bench. It comes back to the lack of options on the bench. We couldn't bring on anybody offensive-minded enough to change that game. Closest we have was Nikola Vlasic. And I don't know why he was dropped. Dropping Dawson made... Sorry, not Dawson. I meant Diop. Dropping Diop made sense. Diop made sense. Dropping Vlasic made no sense. Because I thought he was good in his last few games. But whatever. I'm not the manager. Lessons are to be learned from this. And Moyes needs to learn lessons. Don't hold out for a draw against a Big Six team, ever. Don't hold out for the draw and try to get yourself over the line by scraping the barrel. Not happening. Moyes made bad decisions with the sub. I don't think we should have changed up defensively. Because Fredericks was meant to have come on and changed our defence, but he weakened it. Because he had no defensive aspect about him. United went attacking. Goal could have been offside, yeah, but then again, we didn't do enough to win on our end. So, it's bad on that sense, because United now have gone above us. And if we don't end up making signings within the last week, I think we need 2 or 3 players in now. We'll end up finishing 8th or 9th. And if we don't sign anybody or transfer window, that is on David Moyes. That is not on Golden, Sullivan and Brady. Don't care what anyone thinks or thinks differently. I'm saying it now. Those owners have been big crooks to West Ham. But one thing you cannot deny is that they did back David Moyes. Because they bought in players that he wanted. They gave him a scouting system. They gave him Rob Newman as a head of recruitment. Is that man still on furlough, by the way? Where is he? Where's he gone? Is he just sucking a living out of the club? Because where is Rob Newman? What is he doing? Like, where is he? I was excited when we got him in. I thought, okay, brilliant, we're going to get a scouting system in. We might get some business done. But no, we're still waiting, 9 days until the end of the window, and we have no players coming in still. Other teams have actually gone out there and got players done. Got players signed within a few days of putting in the bid. But not us. Why is Moyes still faffing about? We are desperate for new signings. We need it. We need extra bodies to give this team depth. I slag off the Pellegrini era a lot, but at least he had depth. At least he had depth. He had options. He could bring off the bench. He had choice. Moyes doesn't have that. He doesn't have that at all. Couldn't win it because of a lack of depth yet again. And, you know, our season, we've got back-to-back losses now. Our season's going to turn sour if we do not get new faces in. And it's typical West Ham. We did this in 2015 where we were in the top 4 and then finished 12th because we free-falled. We pretty much did it in 2019-20 where we started off the season in European places and then ended up being in a relegation battle. We did it last season nearly. And we're doing it this season. We find every way to mess up a season. We find every way to screw up a season. We reach our peak around January time. We've got some good results. Yes, we've managed to avoid a relegation battle. But we then start falling down. Declining. And that's what's going to happen again. Mark my words. We're going to be absolutely screwed if we don't get new players in. And Moyes says I don't want to sign stopgaps. I don't want to look at the loan market. But let me put it this way for you. If I want to buy, I don't know, a new laptop, and I can't afford it for its price, what do? I'll use my iPad. I'll borrow someone else's laptop maybe for a while. Until I can afford, or until I get the laptop that I need. But either way, I have something that can stay there for a little bit until I get the laptop that I need. And it's the same with these players. Get in a stopgap. It's better than nothing at this moment in time. And we need players in. I don't care what Moyes says about being the right players this, the right players that, character, attitude. Why is it taking you so long? You had all December to look at them. And so started doing stuff from the first week of January. But no. We're losing ground on the top four. We're going to lose ground on Europe because we can't beat teams like Manchester United and we can't beat teams around us. And not even that, we can't beat teams below us. Brentford, Leeds, Southampton, Brighton, all coming back to bite us in the arse when we least expected it. And it's our own faults. And I'm not happy about it. So, we move on. We have a week off now and then we get back into Premier League football pretty soon. I've got some time off to reflect on this game, time off to get over it, but it's a cruel blow to lose a game so late on, as we know, but you can't really say that it wasn't deserved from Man United. West Ham lost it. We are starting to free fall a bit, and I am very concerned. Let's hope things change in the last week of January. Thank you very much for watching Aftermath. If you liked the video, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe for more content. Take care, everyone. I will see you all soon. And enjoy the rest of your weekend. I hope you can try.